and welcome to this edition of Inside the Park. My name is Alyssa Ali and I'm going to be your host. Today we're going to explore everything that the Mount Prospect Park District has to offer. I'm going to be taking a spinning class with a fitness instructor. We'll learn about spring break athletic camps, new early childhood development programs, community band concerts, and we're going to make a miniature garden with a master gardener. That's all next with Inside the Park. Well, now in a spinning class with Caroline Schaefer, who's a group fitness and personal trainer coordinator. Caroline, I've never been in a spinning class before. I'm super excited. Tell me what I need to start off with.
Well, first of all, when you come into a class, make sure that you're fitted by your spin instructor, which we actually already did. You want to make sure that you have the correct height adjustment for your legs, also the seat adjustment and the handlebar adjustment. And the instructor will help you with that. They'll get you set up correctly and get you started. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you also tell your instructor that you're new to spinning.
Oh, okay.
Besides setting you up, they will let you know how to use the bike. There's a little dial here in the center that has a plus and a minus, and turning it towards the minus will make it a little bit easier. It takes the resistance off of the bike. And then if you go towards the plus sign, it'll make it a little bit more difficult.
Okay.
Those are pretty much your basics. And then the red is also a great color because it means stop. You can push down on it and that will stop your bike.
And that is really interesting to hear because it's different than riding a regular bike on the street.
Yes, you can't just stop. It will continue to go, and it will take your leg right with it. So.
And it hurts a little bit, so be careful. But if I was a new student in your class, what would the normal day be like?
Usually what we do is we start off just warming up, and the studios usually open about 10 minutes before any of the classes. And especially if you're new, please come early because that'll give the instructor time to talk to you a little bit and get you set up properly. And then the warm-up will last through the first 5 minutes of the class.
Okay.
Then it'll start with various different things. Some days we do a little bit more interval type work where we'll be doing running flats, which will be standing in place and running, going a little faster. We'll be doing some hill climbing. That can be seated and standing, so it kind of varies. Some days, some instructors will have it be more of a strength day, and it'll be a lot of hill climbing, and they'll use some visualizations, and they'll take you to some areas, maybe to Hawaii and going up some of the mountains there, the volcano, and so it's every instructor is very unique and different, and it's really fun. It's great to try them out. Try all the different instructors.
And do you use the red button that we were talking about to do the resistance? Is that something you tell people?
Yeah, actually we can try it now. Why don't we start to add some resistance, and you'll actually feel it. Make sure that you have enough on there. When you stand up, can you feel that?
Yeah.
Now when you stand up, you want to make sure that you have enough resistance on that flywheel so you don't have that sensation that you're falling through from the top.
Okay.
So you want to keep your hands in either this here, the 1 or 2, and then we're going to just stand straight up and just stand up like you're running in place.
Okay.
Let's just stand up here on the bike and run in place. There you go. That's it. This is called a running flat.
Okay.
Then if we have a seat again, bring it down, and you want to take it to a climb. Seated, you just add resistance, pushing down equally with both legs from the top, working on strength training. If you want to take it to a standing climb, you'll add more resistance. And it's up to you how much. You'll kind of get to know it as you go along. Yeah, you can really feel it. Hands go in 3, and then you pull the heels from the bottom up. So this works more the hamstring and the gluteal area. So you want to bring your hands all the way up here to the 3. And then when you come back down, bring them back to 2, have a seat, and back your resistance off again.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, definitely, but you kind of talked about what muscles it works on. What are the benefits of taking a spinning class?
Oh, spin is great. You can get your cardio in, you can burn a lot of calories. Doing that little bit of strength training that we were talking about by adding the resistance, you're building muscle. When you build muscle, it requires more calories, so your metabolism will pick up and you'll burn more calories throughout the day. There's so many great benefits. Mood lifting, your endorphins kick in when your heart rate gets up. It's great for your cardio endurance, your heart, your lungs, just everything. The benefits go on and on.
It definitely seems like, and you have some great classes coming up. Teen Spin and then Baby Boomers on Bikes. Tell us a little bit about those.
Teen Spin, it's going to be on Saturday mornings, and that one is obviously targeting the teen group. It's going to be fun music, more for their age group. You know, just kind of giving them a class that's more for their level and something they'd be comfortable with. You know, they don't want to go into a class where we're playing oldies type music or something like that. However, on the other hand, the baby boomers will like that. The baby boomers don't want to walk in a class and listen to the, you know, most of the...
LMFAO.
Right. Well, they might like that. That's a fun song too. But, you know, it's definitely geared more towards them. It's not as much jumping up and down. The jumps are going up and down quicker on the bike. So it's thinking a little bit more about the aging body and things that start to happen as you get older with your knees and things like that.
Very unique to the person that's taking the class. And then you also have some boot camps and silver camps coming up here at the Park District as well. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, we have our beach body boot camp starting up. And that's just kind of a reminder that summer is actually already around the corner. And it's going to be a great class, you know, just to all around cardio, strength training, getting your body in shape and getting ready for the summer. Some of the other classes that we're going to be offering, we've got some great group classes coming up as well, some new offerings, so a lot of fun stuff.
That's a lot of fun, and now a lot of people are really getting into 5Ks, running those, and I know you have something coming up here at the Park District to get people prepared to run these 5Ks.
Yes, we're going to have our class that's going to get you ready for either a 5K or a triathlon. One day you'll be working with a trainer on the track, and one day they'll be working in here on the spinning aspect of it for the biking, and then Saturdays they'll be able to use the pool to work on their, which is the optional part. So if you're only going for a 5K, you could do the running and the biking to get yourself for that, in shape for that, and then the pool will be an optional Saturday.
Well, it really adheres to what students want to learn, definitely. How would me, as a new person that wants to take one of these classes, come and sign up for them?
A couple different ways. You can do it online. You can also call in to our registration line. And if you have any questions, you can always call me at 847-640-1000, and I'm at extension 224.
All right, Caroline, thank you so much. This is so much fun. I'm definitely going to join a spinning class, especially with you. Visit www.mppd.org to find out more. Well, now with Joe Patterson, the Youth Athletic Director here at Mount Prospect Park District. Joe, we're going to talk about a lot of things, but what about the spring break camps? Sounds really exciting. What is that all about?
Yeah, the spring break camps, what they do is they kind of introduce kids, because for all the spring sports that we offer, like baseball, softball, soccer, and then we also offer a basketball camp as well, because basketball is in the winter, and to keep them playing, we have a spring break camp for them. So it's for various ages, all the way from 4 all the way up through 8th grade. And it's March 26th through March 30th, and they can register online, in phone or in person, here at the Recplex or any of our facilities.
So they just come in and play all of these sports. They specifically sign up for one sport, or is it all of them? Yeah,
we offer different sports. So if you're interested in soccer, we do a tune-up soccer for spring break, just to get the kids ready for the spring season. We offer various baseball things, such as pitching, hitting, and it's for both girls and boys for softball or baseball. And then we also do gymnastics, so we do a little tumbling class, and then we do some regular tumbling class for the older kids. So there's various sports that we offer.
And it's broken up by age group, so the little ones aren't going to be playing with the older kids?
Exactly, exactly.
Good, and where will these activities be held?
Most of our spring break camps are at the Lions Rec Center, and I know we offer a couple here at the Recplex.
Very nice. And we were talking a little bit before we went on camera about the Volley Kids Volleyball League. That sounds really fun. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's a unique program because not a lot of park districts offer a youth volleyball program. What you see in a lot of areas are just adult leagues. The youth program is basically you can start at 3rd grade and go all the way up to 8th grade. Pretty much the way our program runs is 3rd through 6th grade is here at the Recplex facility on Tuesday evenings. So what they do is they'll practice for the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then they break up into teams, and the last couple weeks, they just play the games.
Nice.
And
it's like a tournament?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
7th and 8th graders, we hook up with Elk Grove Park District, so we use their facility for the older kids.
So it's really great taking it from point A to point B, practicing, and then really showing what they've learned throughout those practicing weeks, and then a tournament.
Yep.
Very nice. So anything else that the kids are going to be able to do through the youth athletics?
Oh, there's plenty to do.
What else? Tell me more. Spring break, volleyball. What else?
Spring soccer's coming up.
Okay.
So there's plenty on the docket.
Absolutely. So to learn more, you can call 847-640-1000 or visit www.mppd.org. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Well, I'm now here with Kathy Molnar, who is the Early Childhood and Youth Manager of a wonderful program, the Early Childhood Program. We're here in one of the preschool rooms through the Mount Prospect Park District. Tell us a little bit about the Early Childhood Program that you're so involved in.
Oh, we have so much to offer. We have programs from 9 months all the way up to 5 years old, going into kindergarten. We have programs with parents, without parents. Programs that you can sign up for a 6-week session, or programs you can sign up by day to day.
Oh, wow.
You know, like if mom needs a day out, you know, if you just realize, sign up 2 days beforehand for our Living Up at Lions, Wednesday at Lions Park, and got 3 hours to yourself. And we will keep the kids very entertained, educational, fun, a lot of stuff to do for the kids.
Are there any new classes coming up with the program?
We have a preschool primer class coming up with the program. We call it preschool primer because it's with the parents and the child. That maybe the children are interested in going to preschool when they turn 3 years old.
Yeah.
So it's in our preschool room to get them acclimated to what preschool's all about for the fall.
So what are the activities, some of the normal activities that go on within these programs? I know kids are coloring, playing with blocks. What else?
We have a lot of circle time. We enrich some educational portions, you know, with worksheets, with coloring, numbers or alphabet. A lot of singing, songs, game playing, group playing, a lot of social interaction with the children. They get a lot of choices what to do, like if they're interested in doing maybe the clay table versus the science table. So, you know what, a lot of kids, it's not like they're regiment activities, but they just have a great time. 3 hours goes by so quickly.
I bet, and they have the choice of what they want to do.
Right,
It's great.
yes. So it's a great program. We have 3 gymnasiums at all our facilities, so we utilize the gym. We have well-equipped preschool rooms, along with other additional rooms. So sometimes we go outside the room to do enhanced programming and everything.
And now you have a spring break program coming up, a little bit different than when kids are in high school or college, but this is really nice because parents don't have off during their spring break. So what is the program all about for spring break for the kids?
Spring break is for complete children that are in kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
So they come here to Recplex. They can drop off as early as 7 a.m. and pick up as late as 6 p.m. Our programming day is from 9 to 4. Every day, pretty much every day we go on a trip. We go swimming at least 3 times a week, either at our pool here at Recplex or other trips. Our trips are still being planned, but example is like extreme trampoline we're going to be going to, Pickwick Theater we'll go to, what else? We do Schaumburg Waterworks. So we're going to be going to a lot of places to keep the kids very busy. And people bring their luncheon, and we have well-qualified staff, and the facilities are great to keep them occupied.
How long is the spring break for?
Spring break goes for 5 days, March 26th through March 30th.
March 30th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yes, so I know a lot of schools are off during that time.
Yeah. And then how would a parent sign up their kid to be part of the spring break?
They can register here at Recplex, Lions or Central. They can register via the phone reg online. There's going to be permission slips. If you do register, we'll mail out a permission slip to you to give you all the details of the daily activities.
Now, Kathy, I've been hearing so much about this Easter egg hunt that you do. Tell me more about it. It seems to be very unique in how you do it.
It is. What we do, we shred paper and fill up half of our gymnasium with shredded paper. We hide the Easter eggs in the shredded paper. So the kids go digging through the paper, trying to find the egg. You provide your own basket. They fill it up. We have plenty of eggs, so the children find plenty of eggs. There's stuff like candy or little toys. You don't have to worry about the weather because it's all indoors. And it's great. And then they do it. They look for eggs for only like 15, 20 minutes, and then they all get a goodie bag. The Easter bunny is here to take pictures. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, parents just rave about it, and it sells out really quickly.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, so
when should parents register?
Registration's going on now. You can just do phone in or come in or register online, whatever.
How much paper do you use then?
We've been shredding paper for months. It's a lot of fun. The cleanup is not as much fun. No. And it's amazing. The paper kind of grows. I don't know how it happens, but it grows. You start with a little pile, a huge pile, but then it keeps multiplying. But they just love playing in the paper, the children. Yeah. And we divide the age groups, so it's not like all of them together. So you have a 3-year-old, a 4 to 5-year-old, and a 6 to 8-year-old. So then there's not any older kids with younger kids. So.
And what's the date of the Easter egg hunt?
That is March 24th. It's a Saturday morning. So you come in, do the Easter egg hunt, and then go on with your day.
Great. And to find out more information about spring break, about the Easter egg hunt, and the early childhood program as a whole, where should people go?
They could contact look at our website. There's a lot of information on our website, or contact me at 847-640-1000, extension 228.
Extension 228. Well, I learned a lot today. I think the kids are learning a lot, as always. So thanks to Kathy. Again, call 847-640-1000 and ask for the TOT department. Also, you can visit www.mppd.org. I'm now here with Ralph Wilder, the musical director of the Mount Prospect Community Band, and we're here to talk about a concert coming up on March 17th, the Emerald Isle. We're very excited about the concert, and Ralph, we want to hear all about the concert, but please tell me first off, how did the community band get started?
Oh my gosh, Alyssa, the community band started a long time ago. It was 1975. I was the band director at Prospect High School, and summer band was coming up, and a certain referendum did not pass, and it was going to cost too much money for summer band for some of the kids. And I just got a brainstorm. Let's get a bunch of adults together. Let's form a community band. I went to the Village Hall at the time, and we it was very well received, and we had our first concert on the 4th of July, and the rest is history. The next year, thank heavens, Steve Durlacher from the Mount Prospect Park District called me and said, hey, we would like to sponsor the band. And we've been a very fortunate band for 36 years being sponsored by the Park District.
Are you one of the only bands in the surrounding community that really has such a great following and a great members within the band?
You know, for the immediate surrounding area, we probably are the most fortunate to have a beautiful, beautiful place to play our summer concerts, the Veterans Memorial Band Shell. We draw a large crowd every single Monday night in the summer, and we're very fortunate that we've got such a nice following. It's really turned out to be a summer series of concerts that I know people look forward to.
And I hear it's a very talented group of people. How many members are in the community band?
You know, the band is consistently around 70. And all adult volunteer musicians, and the quality of music is very high. I mean, we've got some wonderful players, and it's just been a wonderful challenge actually to keep them going and to keep challenging them and dealing with adults and being able to give them some kind of an opportunity to play. And a lot of friendships have developed in the band, and even romances and marriages and children have come and play in the band.
Multi-generational community band.
Absolutely.
Well, Ralph, tell us a little bit about how you're preparing for the March 17th concert. What does your rehearsal consist of, and what kind of songs are you looking to play?
Oh my gosh. First of all, it is on St. Patty's Day, don't you know? And we're fortunate to have St. Paul Lutheran Church to be able to play it in. They're celebrating their 100th anniversary this year, so this is one of their 100th anniversary celebrations by having the Mount Prospect Community Band playing in that beautiful church. And there's a lot of room, and it's a really beautiful place to have our concert. We're looking forward to it. There will be some great Irish music, some things that are extremely well known, and some things that are not so well known. But there are a few things on the program that aren't Irish as well. Okay. We are going to be doing a piano concerto by Chopin. He wasn't Irish whatsoever, but he was a wonderful composer. a band member, longtime band member, Alan Kay, is a wonderful pianist, and he'll be doing the second concerto for piano and orchestra by Chopin, arranged for concert band and piano. And we have another soloist as well, and that's an old friend of mine from Northwestern days. His name is Jack Kramer, and Jack will be playing an instrument that only trumpet players know about. It's called the EVI, an electric valve instrument.
So interesting to me.
Yes, it fingers like a trumpet, and it sounds like whatever he wants it to sound like because it's electronic, but he will be sounding like a violin. And it's a magnificent, beautiful piece by Tchaikovsky that he's doing, and he's really a virtuoso. And the rest of the music, of course, is going to be Irish, Irish, Irish. And we're hoping to actually have a bagpiper who's a member of the church, St. Paul. There's a bagpiper who resides there.
Wow.
So we're going to have green bow ties, and we will try to do it up as well as we can, but we're not serving beer.
Tell me a little bit more about the process of the rehearsal, getting ready for this big concert. What do you do? What do you and the band do to get prepared?
Well, in the first place, I spend an enormous amount of time researching and finding music, looking for things that would be challenging and interesting to the band and its audience. And then when something is found, of course, I have to study the score first. I have to learn what I'm doing because I need to conduct it, and I have to know how to conduct, where I'm conducting, and what I'm going to be asking of the band. Then when we get into rehearsal, of course, and I'll take the score that has all the parts in it, and then just determining who's going to play what and where and when, from piccolo down to timpani and everything in the middle. 2 beats before letter G. Does second trumpet have anything? Second cornet does not. Second cornet, anybody? This is 2 beats before letter G. It's a wonderful process that, thank heavens, the musicians in the band are skilled enough and good enough players that we can take very high-end music and do it very well.
Now, I played piccolo and flute in high school band, but the score looks pretty difficult. I don't think I can do it, that's for sure.
You know I'm going to be recruiting you, let's say, into the band.
I don't know about that.
How could you not be in the band?
I think I would bring the band down, Ralph. I don't think we should do that.
We have room for another piccolo player.
Tell us, how can community members get tickets to this wonderful concert on March 17th, the Emerald Isle? Contacting the Recplex
and calling them at 847-640-1000 will allow them to purchase tickets, which are $7 in advance or $9 at the door, a bargain. We really, really tried to hit the entertainment value and tried to get people to have an opportunity of hearing wonderful music played very well by people who do it for the love of making music. What could be more all-American? And of course, our summer series is coming up, of course, where we do 7 summer concerts in a row, starting in mid-June and going on from there to the end of July.
So Mount Prospect is definitely going to be filled with music. Ralph Reidler, the musical director of the Mount Prospect Community Band. Don't forget to get your tickets for the March 17th concert, the Emerald Isle at St. Paul Lutheran Church. Again, as Ralph said, get your tickets. You can call 847-640-1000. Thanks, Ralph.
Thank you, Alyssa.
I'm now here at the Friendship Park Conservatory with Barb Cook. The horticulturist here. Barb, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, always welcome.
Great. We're going to talk a little bit about the Miniature Garden Series. It's a series coming up on May 2nd. It's called Spring is in the Air. What is this series about? And then can we kind of see a sneak peek of what it'll be?
We can actually do a little bit more than that. Okay. We'll do a little hands-on planting here and kind of really get into the spirit of things. The miniature gardens are really a craze right now. So it's all these little things. You know, we've got miniature, tools, we've got miniature fencing, we've got little animals, and people can just be crazy wild with their creativity and just kind of come in. We provide all the materials. All they have to do is come with kind of an idea, a little creative side going on, and then we just let them just do their own thing.
Creative cast.
Right. So this is part of what we would be providing. So the container filled with soil, and we have different things like this is just a little sheet moss, so kind of a grassy kind of texture there. And then since this is kind of a spring, summer, thought it'd be fun to do kind of some succulent kinds of things. So this would be an assortment of plants that, again, we provide, and people pick and choose what they like. So this would just be something we would, I've kind of got this laid out as far as a little thought.
Have an idea of what you're doing.
So we're just going to plant this right over here. And nothing better than getting your hands just really dirty here, get kind of down in there. So there's plant number 1.
That was easy.
Yeah, easy,
and fun.
Right?
Yeah.
And very easy to take care of.
Oh, very
So then these are also little, this is actually a ground cover that works outside, even around here through the cold winters. So we would maybe plant those in a little grouping.
Okay.
So, and then from there, you can decide. I've got a little bench here with a rabbit sitting next to it. My little white fence here got a little buried, but we'll kind of tweak that as we go through. But our little tools that are here, a little flower, kind of a lawn ornament. And then you do probably put some stones in there. We've got all kinds of stones. So little stones that you could put little walkways and paths and just kind of accent your little garden.
Put a lot of thought into it.
Well,
art,
it's
right?
so much easy. It's so easy and so much fun. Yeah.
That is great. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the series. So do you have to sign up for it, or what can people do?
Yes, we do want people to sign up so that we can make sure to have enough materials and plants. So it doesn't take very long, sometimes about an hour, hour and a half class, and it's great fun. We did one earlier this year, so this is the second in this series of 3.
Great.
So really lots of fun. People really had a great time.
Definitely. So make sure you do sign up for that. That's on
Right.
May 2nd. And Barb, we have a lot of other events that you know about.
We do,
What about the
yeah.
Spring Craft Show?
The Spring Craft Show coming up here at the conservatory. We have about 25 different crafters. So all different kinds of things. You know how creative people can be, when they start making things. So things for kids, photography is always big, jewelry, just different kinds of things. It's all free. So just come on over and walk through.
Walk through and see what everybody has to offer.
Spring's always a good time to get something new.
It definitely is.
Yeah,
And spring makes me hungry sometimes too. And you have something called Cooking with Dave.
Yeah.
Food and I get along.
Okay,
so tell me about
well,
that.
Cooking with Dave, if you've not been to Cooking with Dave, everyone should be there for Cooking with Dave.
Okay.
He is doing brunch this time. So he does 3 different recipes. And then he prepares them. Everyone gets a sample to taste. And then he, of course, gives you the recipes so you can make them at home.
Taste it and then want to go and make it at home.
Exactly. And Dave is such a great chef. And he just makes cooking easy and fun. So he's so entertaining too. It's just a great evening.
That's what I need. I need help cooking.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's so easy. He makes it sound like you can do anything. Yeah.
And that's coming up on April 12th. And then there's a lot of, with Earth Day coming up, a lot of environmental friendly events that you guys are putting on as well.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Well, we do have Earth Day coming up, and that again is here in our building. So we've got different people that are coming. Then we're doing things like for the kids, they'll have an I Spy kind of activity. We're going to make some paper, homemade paper.
Make paper?
Yeah, exactly, homemade paper, which we've not done before, so it'll be fun to actually see what the kids take home.
Definitely.
And Then we also have little pots, clay pots that they're going to be decorating, and they're going to be able to take home a little plant that they plant in their little pot to kind of get their green thumbs, you know, a little bit greener.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Miniature garden series for the adults, and then you know, that for the kids as well.
Right.
So Earth Day coming up, definitely be part of the events that the conservatory is having.
Right.
And then we're talking about all the plants. The spring plant sale, I hear, is a big deal.
It is. It's like the biggest thing that happens at the conservatory here. And it happens right here in the greenhouse. So we have premium plants. We have that are great, many of them that you don't see at all the other garden centers. So unique and different kinds of things. We do hanging baskets. We do herbs and vegetables. We have a nice assortment of perennials, so people are really trying to incorporate some of those into their gardens these days. Just lots of things, and people stand in line waiting for those doors to open. It's really a really fun day.
And is it kind of just anybody can come as they please that day?
It is a free event.
Okay.
And we have carts for people to help get their purchases out the door. And we've got master gardeners on site so that if people are coming, wanting to buy something to make a basket, and they're like, oh, I don't know what colors to put together, or how do I do this? We have lots of people that can come and help. So it's really a fun day. And all the plants that we sell at the plant sale are things that we grow right here ourselves in the greenhouse for the plant sale, as well as all of our gardens that you see around our building and throughout the Park District.
That is very, very cool. An inside look, you know, and have people come in. And that's coming up on May 12th. But Barb, for, you know, during the winter, during the spring, can people just come and visit you and see the greenhouse and the conservatory?
They can. We've got the conservatory, or the, excuse me, the atrium that's up in the front, which is an indoor plant space. The greenhouse is not exactly always accessible to the public, but if someone were interested in making a special tour and arrangements, we can make that happen too.
That's great. I've learned so much already. I know you got your hands dirty. I'm going to try to get my hands dirty in a little bit. So this is our own little miniature garden, the Miniature Garden series coming up on May 2nd. Thank you, Barb.
You're welcome.
You can go to www.mppd.org for more information. Well, that wraps up this edition of Inside the Park. For more information on anything you saw today, please call 847-640-1000 or visit www.mppd.org. For your host, Alyssa Ali, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for the next Inside the Park.